Hey, what's up guys, this is Carver Grease. Welcome to Geeking Properly, a channel where I point out some elements that will enhance your gaming experience. So, just like the Inkling video, this will not be character specific. Everything I say within this video can be applied with any character. The only difference is that I will divide this into parts. I'll do my best to make this worth it and not just to say the obvious stuff. Without any further delays, this is part 1 of How to Beat Greninja. I've always thought that Greninja might be top tier. And now that MKLeo picked up the character, we might see a bit more of that potential put to use. Greninja is one of the best weak punishers of the game. He's designed to make the most out of a win interaction. Not necessarily with damage or taking the stock, but also by putting you on the same bad situation over and over until he manages to kill you. He excels at pushing advantage safe. He has very good neutral, but some aspects of his disadvantage can be abused. But first, let's start with what stages he likes and why. Just as a disclaimer, it is impossible to agree with everybody and people can choose whatever stage they want for whatever reasons they see fit. This is just to give you a general idea of in what stages Greninja's tools work better, so take it with a grain of salt. Greninja's amazing ground speed, high vertical jumps, combined with the fact that he's a fast faller, open the door for him to circle camp opponents, so that he can weak punish their options. For this, he makes good use of big spaces. Generally, his best stages are FD, Kalos, and Town and City, followed by Pokemon Stadium 2, and generally his worst stages are the platform stages, Battlefield, Smashfield, Lylat, and Yoshi Stories. Now that we've got stages out of the way, let's go on to the important stuff. Greninja is a character that thrives on weak punish and rushdown approaches and prefers not to be the one who commits first. So the first matchup adjustment is to play a patient neutral. Lots of short hopping in place, camping, dash dancing, make them have to interact with you by safely poking its shield. Now, let me tell you the most important weakness Greninja has, and the reason why he's not automatically a top tier. But for that, I will have to explain some frame data. For those who don't know, shield grabbing was nerfed in Ultimate, and whenever you want to shield grab a move, you are added 4 frames of extra lag before your grab even comes out. Greninja's grab has a frame 10 startup, which is already pathetic compared to the rest of the cast, which means that Greninja can only shield grab moves that are -14. This makes it so that a lot of moves of the entire cast become safe poking options. Falco can down tilt in neutral without any risk of being punished. Roy can straight up spam jab on its face to get a combo or the stock. Pikachu can even do dash attack, which is a kill move. Buffer jab and he will be safe on shield. What's Greninja gonna do after my busted dash attack hits his shield? Jab me? Please. Normally, when someone has a grab this low, they at least have a quick option out of shield so that they won't get overwhelmed. But Greninja can't even do an aerial out of shield reliably because he jumps too high. Anyway, the point is that most characters have options that are faster than -14, so that they can safely poke Greninja in neutral without the need of overcommitting. So check for those moves for your character and adjust your neutral game. However, do take note that in Smash Ultimate, moves do get staled on shield, so moves can become more unsafe if they aren't fresh. Now, please bear in mind that Greninja mains are aware of this weakness, and they will try to pressure you into overextending and punish your whipped attack. So poke safely, switch to a campier neutral, make Greninja come to you, and you don't need projectiles for this. In fact, just so you know, if your character needs to charge a projectile, be aware that Greninja can easily interrupt the charge, and from a very safe distance at that. To mitigate this, don't react to the projectile being thrown, but rather to the animation of Greninja when he's about to throw it. If you expect it, you should be able to react and shield the shuriken. Don't try to cancel it out with your own projectile, because more often than not, it won't be worth it. You won't be able to charge as freely anymore, but at least you'll still conserve a bit of charge. Lastly, to finish talking about Greninja's neutral game, just wanted to throw a quick reminder about Greninja's neutral air and forward air in neutral. Nair is -3. It combos and it puts you on a very bad spot. It doesn't have much range, but that makes it all the more easier to mix up with an empty jump. Fair is about the same story. It is -6 and it can be very well spaced. In other words, both these moves are very safe. So don't try to take your turn every time you see the animation hit your shield, or you will pay for it. Instead, try to punish the second option, or to reset neutral as you see fit. Recognize when you can punish is the key to learning a matchup. Similarly to what I said about Greninja, I believe it is always a good option to challenge Greninja's shield from the back, especially when you are in mid to high percentages, which is when his most profitable combos and setups become effective. Now, I didn't want this video to be too long, so I will go more into detail about that in part 2, so stay put to that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.